Hello folks and welcome back to Hardspace Shipbreaker. We did get an email, very suspicious email. Go ahead and look at this. We have a message. What do we got? Get bone strength and meteor dust now.
Bruh.
Open up for a free prize.
It's Lou. Link's spam filters are the worst. You can send damn near anything.
Way to go, Lou.
First, I'm fine. Life as Link's property sure isn't much of a life at all, but at least I'm home. It's been good to be back with my old man. And he's overjoyed.
I bet.
Now, here's the important thing. Lynx thinks bringing the hammer down with Clause 19C stop the Union. But au contraire. It's actually pushed so many more people to their breaking point.
Damn right.
The group's even bigger now, and we've even got the ear of the Stellar Commission. They're reluctant to act, of course. But if enough of us make a fuss, we can make it too big for them to ignore. So, remember my idea for industrial action? The Union's in. And I told them I know the perfect crew to kick it off. I've sent the instructions to Weaver. Talk it out. If anyone wants to pass, I get it. Oh, one more thing. I think Kaido gave Hal access to the Union news group. That's how that schmuck got my message. Silly kid. Probably feels mega guilty. I already let him know. I don't blame him. Go easy on him yourself, alright? Good luck, Ruck. Whichever way things go, I hope we get to meet for real someday. Lou out.
Lou is top notch. Lou is all class. Okay, so that's cool. So Weaver's got the instructions, huh? Let's go start our shift and see what that actually means. I think we'll just go ahead and keep going with the same ship. Like, we're about halfway through, so that's not too bad. Yeah. We've already pulled the reactor, we've already pulled the thruster, and we've already pulled the ECU. So there's a few power cells we need to do, but other than that, pretty much can be easy peasy. Alright, let's see what they got for industrial action here. I should probably grab some tethers.
Welcome to Venditron 9000.
With some fuel.
Thank you for your purchase.
They might not actually do the next bit until we start a new ship. That actually sounds very plausible. Let's see, is there armor here? There's a lot of armor plating in very weird places. But I think we still want to work on getting this giant wad out of here. How the hell? I'm so tempted to just blow it up. I mean, it's probably not a good idea, but I'm tempted. Let's see. If I can cut this away, this whole thing goes to the furnace. So if I could cut this, and actually that might help us get this whole thing away. Maybe I could burn it. It's cut level 3, so I can't burn that. Cut level 3, so I can't cut this. I could cut that. I'm not sure that helps me necessarily. No, I need to be able to cut this, but that's cut level 3. How is that supposed to work? The only way to cut level 3s is to explode them. But exploding anything next to that is just a horrible idea. Okay, let me go ahead and just burn this here. Maybe if I burn everything touching this side, I can at least pull this side off of the furnace. So anything and everything touching it. I mean, we could cut it, but it's basically the same idea. Actually, cutting it might be going a little faster. Right here. With the upside that it's not expending nearly as much. Right there. And right here. Right here. A lot of this stuff there. You're already separated out, looks like, so I can just push against this now. Oh no, we got one more piece. Okay, that should be it. Yep, pushing is totally working. Okay, good. So, this goes in the furnace. Dump you over there. That might let us pull out... I might be able to pull it out from this side. Maybe? If I hadn't rotated it all to hell, maybe. It might still work. Ah, no. The rotation, I think I screwed myself here. I can rotate it again, though I don't know how I rotated it the first time, so I don't know. Let's see. If I can pull this ring off. The ring is still attached. What is the ring attached to? And this whole ring, right, is attached via these cut point grade 3s that I don't really want to cut without exploding everything. Alright, if I burn down all of these pieces...
Raw material deposited.
Then... we should be able to get this out this way. It's just that all these pieces have to burn. Actually, if I do this one, oh, that's going to be really, really interesting. And by interesting, I mean explosive. Here, burn this piece. Okay, that helps. Okay, that's at least separated. So some of these pieces we can actually, like, do properly.
Raw material accepted.
Yeah, because we separated, we cut them off, so that's fine. Okay, that's better. This piece is also separate, so away you go. We have a bunch of separate, just loose pieces hanging around. So we want to make sure they don't get knocked out of the way too much. Okay. One more.
Material deposited.
There we go. And then separate this right here. Oh, okay, that's still attached. Okay, so we need to cut this one. I should maybe drop you down and then through here. Oh, I think it's working. I think it's working. Right through here. Right through here. Oh, it's freaking jammed in. It's not quite, but pretty close. So yeah, I think we should do that one last piece here. I don't want to cut it from here though. Aim away from the big explosive. Okay, that should be sufficient. That might get this out of here. Maybe? Come on, get rotated. Oh, then it rotates back. That's so frustrating. There's got to be an easier way to do this. I'm just doing it wrong. Come down and then over this way. Does that work? I'm trying to pull it over to me, but it's got limited mobility for sure. Yeah, it's still stuck on those damn cut points. We could cut those cut points without actually exploding anything. We'd probably be better off, but if we explode, it's definitely gonna explode. It's gonna explode everything. There'd be a way to do this. Come down. Come down. Oh my god. The rotation is not helpful. Actually, that looks like that might work. Hold on. Yes, yes, absolutely. Finally. Get yourself to the barge, dear thing. There. Okay, huzzah. Finally. Okay, so the pipes here are a bit of a mess because everything got rotated around, but we should be able to move this. Come on, just move around. Oh no, they're tied to the... They're like tied to the structure here. How the hell is that supposed to do any good? I can like move you out from the structure there. I'm pushing you out a little bit. Okay. You come with me. That's gonna be a little bit of pain. I suppose we could probably cut the pipes. Like, we absolutely needed to. We could totally cut these pipes. And fire. Fire. There we go. Okay, so that's one part down. There's like 4 pipes, though, that are really just a mess right now. We're gonna do this. Push you up that way. I really thought that would work. Let's see. Move up. Through the structure there. It's got some weird Oh, okay, we have... The fuel pipe here is separate. Okay, can you pull over this way? It's small enough, this should just work, right? Come on, over here. Over here. Boy, this thing must be heavy.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Okay, then you tether that way. At least the tethers make sure to grab it reasonably fast. Can I pull you? I wonder if I could pull you through the ring, but that's crazy talk. Okay, that's fine. Down, down, down. And through. Come on. Come on. Here, boy. Here, boy. Who's a good pie? You are. I mean, you're not a good pie. If you're really frustrating me right now, I will fucking cut you. I will cut you into so many pieces your mother won't even recognize you. Come on, over here. I'll have to identify your body with genetic markers. Like, not even dental records will be enough. Okay. And you are also a little twisted. You've got, yeah, see this part right here. Into that. So as long as we twist you out.
Processing valuable deposit.
Okay, that worked.
Credits transferred.
And then you come through this way. Over here. Come on. You have to pass through a cut point, but that should be fine. This one we might need to cut. How about the bottom one here? I think we're kind of in the same boat. That's kind of working. I can pull you down a little bit. Oh, so there's nowhere down to go, right? It's got the ring. Okay, no, but that's twisting properly. I think this one might be more cooperative. Over here, and then come this way. Trying to brake so that I don't move when I move the pipe, but it's pretty heavy. Oh, so close. Come on, down here, down here, down here. Almost got you. Almost got you. Come on over here. The brakes really are... I need stronger brakes, I think. Or stronger grapple or something. This pipe, man. Okay, good. I'll take it. Let Newton do the rest. Newton's the strongest son of a bitch in space. You just gotta let him do his jobs. And he may be strong, but sometimes he's a little slow. Alright. Come over here. Come on. You're still tied to the structure. I could cut the structure. I'd prefer not to cut any more though, but we might need to. Okay, maybe grab from there and pull you over. Come on. Here you go. Actually, I think that did it. Come on over this way. Find my way attached to the berth here. Come on, get over here. Okay, there we go. Newton is taking care of it, and away we go. Okay, that was the last pipe. Huzzah. I don't think that airlock control matters anymore, so we're gonna dump it. And this should all be open to space, right?
Salvage deposit secured.
No?
Credits awarded.
How is this not open to space? What the actual shit? Hold on. And we popped the cockpit over here. That should have opened everything. Oh no, it's totally compartmentalized, isn't it? Shazbot, yeah it is. Yeah it is. Okay, if I open this... it's just gonna decompress the airlock, that's all it's gonna do. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Okay, so... There's gotta be a way. Maybe when we pop the armor? If this whole front of the ship is just a puzzle. Holy crap, that's a lot of compartments. It does seem like if we pop the armor, that might actually explosive decompress here. It might work. Okay, how do we pop the armor here? It's kick rate level 1. That's easy. Hey, Frank. Good to see you. I'm staying the hell away from it, though, because if this pops, it's going to be very, very bad. Put the armor plate down this way. And then burn it all. So that doesn't look like it actually connects to anything. Yeah, there's no actual exposure here. You're the one who told him to raid? Oh, well thanks. Appreciate that. How are we gonna do this? I could just burn this. Like, we could cut into here. That would actually, like, that would definitely explosively decompress. Oh, man. Yeah, the armor is unfortunately... I mean, it's armored, but it's not actually tied to anything inside. I mean, we should go ahead and pop the armor anyway, because it needs to happen. And that is definitely a little too warm. Cutting's probably better here, right? Oh, we just need to cut this. Yeah, there we go. That was much better. Far less overheating that way. The explosive decompression is going to be an issue. As usual.
Credit applied.
That was so much better. Yeah, that's exactly why they provided with the cut option. I think we just cut in the middle of the ship. I don't think we really have another option. I think that's what we have to do. It's gonna be messy. The trick is gonna be... Oh, actually. Okay, I didn't mean right this second, but I did just fuck it up. I just cut through the middle of the ship. My brain's like, okay, sure, let's do that then, and didn't consult me. Don't appreciate that, brain. What the hell did I even cut? Oh, I cut in the middle of the... Okay, well... we got a small compartment over there that's still pressurized. But 90% of that totally evacuated without killing me, so huzzah. Way to go, brain, you figured it out. I don't know what I figured out, because it's not telling my conscious self, but my subconscious totally managed that. So I'm just gonna be with it. I don't know. I think the cut must have done it. I must have aimed the cut, like, just wrong. Or just right. Okay. That's burned. Get knocked that way. Is that the last piece of armor? No, there's one more. Thanks, Frank. I appreciate the support, Frank. That's really nice to hear. Let's zap this. Let's zap this. And, you know, give thanks to my brain, too, because my brain figured out the decompression that I was really struggling with. That's going to make this a hell of a lot easier now. Let's see. So now we need to just get inside and pull this thing apart.
Applying credit to account.
Yeah, that slope right there, that was the cut I did, and that actually exposed it. So it's just a small exposure. We've only got one part of this compartment that's not exposed, which we can totally do ourselves. Zap that. Okay, where the hell's the barge? Barge is down. Move, 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 and drop it. Monkey brain becoming human brain for a sec? Exactly. It's like that. It's like, oh, okay, my brain figured it out. Huzzah!
Salvage deposit accepted.
It must be a lot like what monkeys first experienced when they were, you know, coming up with, like, cooking food and stuff. It's like, oh, hey, yeah, if I put this in the fire, it tastes better. That's weird. I gotta remember to do that. You know, he forgets for the first, you know, 6 months, and he goes, oh, right, I was cooking food. Right.
Salvage secured. Credit.
Okay, well, now this is all open to space, so that's great. How are we gonna do this? We need to detach the wall, so we gotta do that first. Oh, my O2 is really low. We should probably think about that soon. But oh, this is all exposed to space. Oh, it's right where the fuse is to do. Right. Where the hell is the junction point? Here we go. Oh, right next to the explosives. Oh, that's good. Okay, whatever you do not point laser at explosives. Good safety tip. Does that actually separate this out? No, it does not. What the shit? Okay, well, there's another, well, not really explosive, but kind of the same idea. Over here. And then that one. Okay. Bonk it, maybe? Bonking does not. Oh, it's a goddamn circle, isn't it? We have to pull this apart by circles. Like, there's gonna be one giant... Yeah, okay, that's gonna be a problem. You know, and to go along with all the other problems we have with this freaking superstructure, I'm never doing this kind of ship again. It's really annoying to take apart. Or I'll explode the entire thing, which actually might be a better way to go. Okay, so... if I'm right, this is just a series of concentric circles. So we can pull, like, this front part off. We should be able to pull them off in order. That might be a big if. Okay. The deregulator I don't care about. The front of the ship, though, is attached right there. There's going to be 4 of these. Yep, it's a series of circles. I mean, the back was that way, too, which I suppose I shouldn't be surprised by. Okay, so you just push off. Yep, there you go. Alright, you dump into the processor. And then, yeah, we just need to split these out. All the airlocks should be... yeah, all the airlocks on this side are empty, so this should be very straightforward. And if we need to cut anything, we can explode it. Or, you know, just cut it, I suppose.
Oxygen reserve.
Oh, hey, oxygen. That's right, that thing I need to not die. Let's go ahead and grab some of that.
Salvage registered. Transferring.
Got it.
Stabilizing.
Okay, we got all the... oh, okay, there's a power cell here. Go and pull this. And all the lights, because, you know... pull the power cell first.
Salvage deposit
There.
registered.
And we still have the larger power cell we need to pull with the fuses and everything. We do have a lot of electricity mitigation. So even if we get zapped, it shouldn't be that bad. We have a lot of suit health, so that'll be good. You know, always plan for failure, because if you don't, then when you fail, it's going to be really, really bad. So try to mitigate how bad that could actually be. No other junction points here? That was it? So this should just come away then, right? That is in fact true, okay. Pull you towards a jack, I suppose. Pull you that way. There's no lights or anything attached. I don't see anything. So I think we're good. Alright, detach tether. And then send you off to the processor. Please work. Looks like it's working. Oh shit, there's this thing here. Okay, fortunately it's gonna be really slow, so that's fine. It's gonna be really, really slow. Don't worry about it. It's gonna just move in tandem. It's gonna be great. Move the amplifier into the barge and fire in the hole.
Salvage destroyed. Please revisit your training.
I destroyed the amplifier. No, I did not. I did not destroy the amplifier, game. That was fucking textbook. What are you talking about? Talk to your manager. That's garbage. I refuse to believe. That was fucking textbook. I don't understand. Let's separate the airlock. Destroyed the amplifier. My shiny metal ass I did. And my ass is shiny because it's inside of a beautiful, beautiful self-owned... I want to call it outfit. It's the, spacesuit. The name of the spacesuit just jumped out of my head there. Okay, that should all be separatable. Right? Yes, it is. Okay. Don't you just sit there. Go into the frickin' processor, you weirdo. Okay, barge. Yeah, you go in the barge. There you go. We're gonna have to remove one of these walls, I think. But there's a lot of stuff hanging around in here, and that's gonna be an issue. That goes in the barge. And we got salvage gold level 5. I think we can totally get salvage gold level 9. I think we can do it. I don't know if we necessarily need it, but
Valuable object processed.
we can do it.
Credits deposited.
You're good to go. Go in the processor. Where the devil? Okay, you're separated out. Yeah, go. Yeah, you're definitely separated. Go in the processor as well. Nothing attached to you, right? Ah, you're good. Okay, burn this. These should all be depressurized. This should be no issue. I'm try to do this fairly quickly. You know, I'm used to burning these, but maybe I should be cutting these instead. Cutting is technically faster. Okay, so we're ever gonna speed run. I don't know if that's ever gonna be a thing. But if we ever do decide to speed run, cutting is almost always gonna be faster than burning. Okay, we have the control panel. Yeah, the control panel's there. Thank you. And away you go, and you go that way.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Pull up. And down to the barge. You know, I say up because it's away from Earth.
Valuable deposit.
That's the only reason why I'm saying up and down. Because the barge is kind of like down, because it's where Earth is.
Credits transferred.
You gotta wonder though, when you push things down here, do they actually like go... I mean, they don't seem to be... Are they stuck in the barge? There does seem to be another force field on the other side. That might be catching things. Or it just goes all the way down to Earth, which I guess would be kind of funny. You pop there, and you pop there. Let me go ahead and get the lights out, too. I was going to forget about them. I mean, you could probably drop a lot of this stuff straight to Earth. It would probably work.
Salvage deposit
It's actually loose. It's not loose. What am I missing? I am missing... Oh, this cut point here with this giant... Yeah, okay. There. Is that... It's not pressurized. I thought we had another pressurized section. The airlock's red. Is it actually closed? No, no, no. It's totally good. Why is it... I don't know why it's red. You are still not separatable. What am I missing here? Ah, there it is. That's why they give you the different views. It's because sometimes it's actually useful information. Although it still wasn't enough. Do I actually have to separate out the airlock? Alright, we can do that. Should be very straightforward. But again, this is all depressurized, so this shouldn't be an issue. I think there's like one piece... Oh, here we go. That was totally the piece I was missing before, wasn't it? Maybe not. No, okay. Keep on separating the airlock then. Oh, you can fuck up with the cutter. That is true. But, you know, if you think about it, like, fucking up is a faster way. Probably not the way you want to go, but it is faster. Why is there a light underneath the airlock? That's just a trap, is what that is. That's like, haha, you missed a light. Nanny, nanny, noo, noo. It's like, where the hell was it? Oh, it was underneath the airlock? What? Why would you do that?
Salvage secured.
You fuck up, you lose money. That is true. Though it's not my money, really. I mean, yeah, technically I'm in debt, but really it's the company's money. It's like, if I fuck up, the company loses money, but, you know, what are they gonna do? Fire me? The game you speedrun getting off the debt. I mean, you can. There's a lot of wiggle room for sure. I think we're out of power cells, right? Yes. Now I'm gonna separate this out. This should let us, when we separate the airlock, this should let us separate this too. But you do get more depth by blowing yourself up, that's true. But if you just blow up the ships and don't blow yourself up, then it's less of a worry. It is still bad though. And there's something taking pride in your work, for sure. What? That should have cut. There we go. just didn't do it long enough. Okay, now this should all separate out, right? It is a separate piece now. Let's pull this towards the barge. Slow, which means it's heavy, but it still works out. Not 200 million bad, but still 100 million. That is true. Yeah, there's definitely problems with just fucking up. There you go. That just goes straight in. That's a processor piece.
Credits deposited.
I might need to pull a wall out of this thing. Let's see. That needs to go to the processor. So come over here.
Salvage accepted.
Oh, there's two
Credits
pieces
applied.
there. Okay, tie them together. You tie to this thing. And then you go to... over there. There we go. I do love being able to daisy chain them like that. It just doesn't seem to work very often. But when it does work, it's very satisfying.
Salvage deposit.
There we go. Now this thing's
Credits
separatable.
transferred.
Maybe. Yeah, there you go. Alright, pull you to a jack there. You're gonna yank yourself up. Come on, just yank. Yanking might be the wrong word, but it should go over the ship. Yeah, the tether didn't last as long. That's okay. Didn't need it to. Only needed to be able to get a direct shot into the processor. And that's gonna happen. Okay, how am I gonna get the stuff out of here? Is there anything in here that I need to worry about? There's the ladder. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of computers in here. I mean, we can pull the computers through the door. I mean, that's workable. It's gonna be easier if we don't have to worry about it, though.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
I mean, there's only, like, what, 3 or 4 computers in here? We could tear apart one of the walls, but we don't really need to. Yeah, if we just have a clear shot to the barge, I think it's enough. The computers should be small enough to just fit through the door. Like, they look big, but they're actually all separate pieces, right?
Account credited.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this all just fit through the door. Then we dump the entire thing into the furnace.
Salvage
Easy.
secured. Applying credit.
Oh, come on, computer, just get through here. There we go. Of course, then it's gonna introduce a spin, which I don't particularly
Salvage
like.
deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Oh, bonked myself on the head there. That's okay. Got a strong helmet.
Salvage deposited.
The
Applying
corner
credits
computer is
to
really
account.
weird. I'm trying to think like how you would work on that thing.
Transferring credits.
I guess let me look at it. This is another one of the corner computers.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying
Is there
credit.
any like interface here? There's like a tiny screen. That's about it. Working on one of those would be super strange. But I guess in zero gravity, you kind of can move around a little bit better than you can in full grav.
Salvage
Still
secured.
weird though.
Credits deposited.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss one of these door controls. You know it's gonna happen. There's one over here.
Salvage accepted. Credits
There's that
applied.
one. There's one inside this door. Yep. Okay, so I think that's all of them. Looking around just to be sure. Oh, we got a poster to get to. I think that was all the door controls. Okay, we have one more light.
Salvage deposit accepted.
we
Credits
go.
transferred.
And then one more poster. Where the hell the poster is? What's the poster? There it is. Okay. That should be it. And this gets dumped. Dumped where? Dumped over there. That'll work. Need a clear shot. Go ahead and just pull you in. 2 tethers, maybe. There you go. Have fun. Okay, that's most of the front of the ship. Oh, it's gonna be real annoying. Does that... Those lights indicate that the pipe still has stuff in them, right? That can't be true. No, we deactivated those. There's no way. I don't know what the blue pipes are supposed to indicate. That is an access panel for a radiation filter. Okay, we're open to space all the way. Okay, I thought for sure there was something else in the airlock there, but I think we're good. Oh, we just need to split this up somehow.
Object cannot be processed.
Cannot be
Please
processed.
observe salvage destination.
Oh, that's funny. Nope, I destroyed... That was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to put it in the furnace. No, I did put it in the furnace. But apparently there was a lot of stuff in there that I missed out on. Well, that's embarrassing. What do we got? We've got... Okay, we should be able to pull this apart. Okay, that's right. This is the one with the fuses. Okay, I just need to be able to separate this out by... These all should be separatable. There should be nothing attaching these. It's just they're circles, right? So we need to pull the circles apart. So I need to get this thing away, this side, but I can't push away from. How's this gonna work? This all seems to be one giant solid piece. Okay, let me look at this on the outside. Can't be all just one giant solid piece, but it's what it appears to be. When we're inside the walls, they're like no other junction points away. They're not separatable. Yeah, the airlock would seem to indicate... Okay, there's got to be a way to separate at least the airlock from the rest of this. So let me go into the walls and separate the airlock out. At least that part... Nope. Never mind, I can't go to there from here. The hell? Right, get turned around? Nope, not that direction either. Okay. Alright. Well, that's gonna make it more complicated. How the hell? So this part right here, its own section? How the heck are you supposed to get in there? I have to blow it up, aren't I? Maybe? What am I missing here? Yeah, there's the airlock compartment there. There's a structure piece there, but I can't get past it because there's another wall that's not showing up on this map for whatever reason. Now, it must be... Okay, so the airlock does not actually appear to be... Airlock door? I don't know, there it is. That compartment still has air in it. Okay, that's the part that has air, but there's no way to get inside of it. That can't be right. There's got to be a way to get in. There does seem to be a that might be a deregulator there. Let me look at systems. No. What the actual shit? This thing has air in it. Okay, so we could cut into it. It'd be explosive, but it would work. Like, I could burn this furnace piece right here. That would definitely evacuate air. It's not what I want to do. There's got to be another way. This whole giant ring structure has got to go, though. Like, some of this is processors, some of this is otherwise. The only thing it's connected by are these pieces right here. Let's go and just cut these. Okay. I guess an errant cut will also work. That's not what I meant to do, but alright. Just messy cuts right here, just to get rid of all this nonsense. Okay, now let's separate that out. We should be able to move the whole giant structure over to the processor and just deal with it. It's gonna move some furnace parts in there with it, but whatever. Most important thing is that it's away. I don't know how... What did I miss? Oh, there we go. So I destroyed this, and that was enough to let the air through. Doesn't still let me in, though. There's gotta be a way in. Why is there no... It's so weird. Okay, I can go up here. Yeah, the wall right there is what was blocking the airflow. I think we just have to cut our way in. I don't think we have any other choice. Alright, I'm gonna need some oxygen. Or we just say fuck it and burn the whole thing. And we're gonna have to say fuck it here. Okay, I'm gonna burn this in. I mean, we'll go and destroy this one because it's already destroyed anyway. Oh, that's actually gonna... Okay. I can't get hot enough. Cannot actually vaporize the entire thing. Huh. No, there's no way that's the way you're supposed to do that. I'm missing something obvious. I don't know what it is yet, but it's something obvious. Okay, so let's grab some tethers and grab some ox.
Welcome to Venditron 9000.
Maybe some fuel.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Okay. And I suppose if we pull apart... Yeah, see, it's just as big as this thing here. The thing is, this won't pull apart. Like, there's no sections here. Oh, wait, there we go. That's an individual section I can pull out? That seems odd. There don't appear to be any structures there. There's a... Oh, that's the piece went in. Okay, what if I pull you towards a jack? Will that work? It would seem to indicate, like, this half. No, because it's connected by the internal structure. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So this thing is apart, but it won't come apart because it's a ring, and the internal structure is holding it in. So I need to take out... See, it got looser there. Yeah, when I pulled it like that, it definitely got looser. All processor pieces. I was looking for any part here that goes in the furnace, but the only part that goes in the furnace is this bit. There's got to be another way in. That's processor, processor, processor. And cut level 2, so we could definitely cut this up. And maybe that's what we need to do. You just start cutting. Alright, give me the cut here. We're going to try to cut along the lines. At the very least, that should let us... Yeah, that should let us take what we need here. Assuming, of course, it actually obeys our cuts, which is debatable. Cut along like here. And then we'll cut down this way. I just need to be far enough away to make sure it lines up. Like, say... Oh, it's going to cut in 2 pieces here, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay, that's fine. Make that work. Oh no, it actually worked. It actually worked. Okay, then over here. Same deal. Okay, can I still pull you apart? No, actually. That's weird. Why wouldn't that work? Hold on, it separated another piece. No, that's the armor plating. Okay, I don't know why that didn't go to the barge, but there you go. No, I thought that would cut out, but it doesn't do it. It did separate a couple of pieces here, but not exactly what I wanted. I missed that, didn't I? No, okay, they both went to the barge. Or the processor.
Deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
And this is just more complicated than I want. I want to just cut this thing in. If this part's separate, then we just need to cut our way down. Theoretically. Except it won't let us do it. Maybe we cut around the whole side. Like this thing, maybe we... No, we need to cut inside, don't we? That's what we need to do. It's the inside that's stopping us from being able to just separate that piece out. So, if I go in here... The piping might be separating us too, but I think we can just pull this apart here. Yeah, that lets the pipes go too. Okay. Or that makes it a little messy in here. Only a little bit. Hard to dodge around some of these things, but that's how it goes. You too. Okay, so the separatable piece is not there. Not there. Not there. Where was it? Not there. Can't can't be too far away. It should be highlighted in blue. Maybe we can't do it from the inside. It's not an inside thing. The thing is, the air filter is going to be real difficult to get to. That's a horrible position for a light, just saying. Oh, here we go. We've actually got... Okay. Somehow I missed those on the diagram. It's a weird place for a crisp packet, but whatever. Yeah, the thing is that only is going to make it so that we can separate the circles, but we can't separate the circles without... I'm trying to push against it right now, but yeah, the thruster is not strong enough. But no, they're cut points. Just blow the whole thing up. It's kind of tempting. Or just abandon it. Yeah, I got a bunch of scrap from the disturbed, from the explosive decompression. That might actually do it for that side. Maybe? See another junction point over there, but yeah, okay, maybe. Must be one up here. Not so I can see it. Okay, if I push against you, does that work? Not even a hint of a separation there, so no. No, this is very frustrating. I think we're just gonna move on to the next ship. Or we just dump the entire thing into the furnace and just let it go. Which would also be basically the same thing. I mean, I guess if we do that... Actually, I'm kind of tempted to see what that would do. We just dump it all into, like, the processor. It's probably too big.
Raw material deposited.
I mean, it's probably too big, but what if we were to do that? We got a lot of tethers. Can we do that? It is huge, though, so this might not work. Is it even moving? No, it's too big. It's too big. No, this is really frustrating, and I'm not going to do it. I'm going to let it just die, and we're going to move on to the next ship. We got to level, what, 6 on the salvage? We'd have to burn through a lot of this, and that's just a big step of frustration I do not want. So we're going to move on. Alright, let's end our shift. We'll move on to the next ship. We destroyed a lot of stuff in here. Like 3.6% is already pretty bad. We're not going to level up off of it, but that's just how it is. But at least we own our own stuff now. So cool. That's great. Please do not lick the salvage bay. Good pro tip. Oh, we have a super secret message now.
Hello, Shipbreaker. You have 1 incoming transmission waiting.
Cutter? I see you gotten your free prize. Kai, you here?
Yes, sir.
Now, Kai, I owe you an apology. All of us up here just doing what we think's right at any given point in time.
Hopefully it's always true.
Sorry about everything.
I know, kiddo, I know.
You're good, Kai.
So listen, we have before us an opportunity to do what's right by Lou and every other shipbreaker out there. And I can tell you, it ain't gonna be easy. This'll bring the wrath of Lynx down harder than a hippo in a hurricane.
What?
Honestly, I don't know how much worse things could get. Unless Lynx wants to can all of us. Frankly, I could use the R&R. The only thing we have to worry about in the short term is Hal. And I got plans for him. If everybody's on board, that is.
Screw it. I'm on board.
Kai?
Yeah. Yes. I want to do it. I want to make this right.
Good on you, kid.
Also, what's a hippo?
You can't be serious.
Okay. That just leaves you, Cutter. Starting tomorrow, I'll arrange a certain ship to show up on your job board. It'll always be there. So when you're ready, claim it. We'll take that as our cue. Take your time and snag it when you're good and ready. Now, go on and get some rest, y'all. Weaver out.
Oh, this should be good. This should be good. I'm looking forward to this. Show Hal what's up. I'm totally on board. 100%.
Good morning, Cutter. It's time to begin your workday.
Yeah, don't you think? Right now, thanks for watching. This has been Hardspace Shipbreaker on PC Universe here, PC Universe 2, and I'll see you guys next time.